Hello, Darren.
I am indeed a student, but I could very well be able to help you.
I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade. That was quite something. It was wonderful. I believe I'm really going to enjoy this class. A few cobwebs and some dust. Nothing to be concerned about. I am indeed a student, but I could very well be able to help you. I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade. It was wonderful. I believe I'm really going to enjoy this class. A few cobwebs and some dust. Nothing to be concerned about.
It appears we are almost ready to depart. It's a pity we didn't have a bit more time to spend on spellcasting. I presume you've been practicing the spells we worked on.
I have, Professor.
Well, I'm quite sure I've never seen anyone take so quickly to a second-hand wand. You'll be a force to be reckoned with when you get your own.
Thank you, Professor Fig. I appreciate you working with me all the time.
Oh, Eleazar!
George, glad my rather cryptic description of our location did not thwart your finding us.
I've apparated to more vaguely defined destinations than this. Though I confess I may have miscalculated slightly on my first try. Gave quite the fright to some theatre-goers in the West End.
It's been much too long. When I received your owl, I must say I...
Best not speak here, Eleazar.
Of course. Why don't we speak en route to Hogwarts? We have a start-of-term feast and a sorting ceremony to get to.
Wonderful idea! As long as your young charge here doesn't mind me tagging along.
Not at all, sir.
After you.
Ages since I've been to the castle. Would be good to see the old pile of rocks. Glad I caught you before you left for Scotland.
Just barely.
And who is your traveling companion?
A new student.
New?
Yes, sir. I'm starting school as a 5th year.
How extraordinary.
It is indeed. None of the faculty has ever heard of anyone being admitted to Hogwarts so late.
Nor have I.
Of course, as the other 5th years will have been honing their magical skills for 4 years now, the headmaster asked if I could get our new student up to speed a bit before the term begins.
Well, you couldn't have asked for a better mentor. Professor Fig is not only an exceptional teacher, he's also a remarkably intuitive and gifted wizard.
Mr. Osric is prone to flattery. I dare say it's one of the reasons he's risen so far at the Ministry.
Have you seen this?
I have. Opinions differ as to how great a threat Ranrock really is.
Although I've yet to convince my colleagues at the Ministry, I believe he is a significant threat. And it was your wife, Eleazar, who alerted me to his activities months ago.
Miriam? How?
She wrote to me about Ranrock before she died, wondering what the Ministry knew about his activities. Before I could respond, I received this. It was the last thing she sent me, Eleazar. It came to me via her owl, but with no correspondence. I can only assume
That she had to get rid of it quickly, to keep it safe.
presumably from Ranrock. I cannot open it. Whatever magic protects this is powerful indeed.
It looks like goblin metal. That symbol.
What's that glow?
I don't see a glow.
Nor do I. Merlin's beard. How did you...
Wait! We do...
Hang on!
You're hurt.
Perhaps a bit.
Take this. It's Wiggenweld potion. That stuff will right you in a second.
What happened?
Poor George. I can't believe he... What the hell got into that damn thing? Attacking a carriage mid-air? A typical dragon would never...
Professor? Sir, where are we?
I'm not sure. But that key you discovered was clearly a port key.
Port key?
An item enchanted to bring whoever touches it to a specific place.
I'm feeling better, sir, if you'd like to look around a bit.
I would. But stay close. We've no idea who created this port key. Or why.
How far did that port key take us?
Farther from London than the carriage traveled. We're somewhere in the Scottish Highlands.
Sir, those ruins. Do you
The
think...
port key was meant to lead us there? I do. This has not been the day either of us expected. But Miriam sent that port key to George for a reason. And I believe that she, and now George, died in pursuit of whatever it was meant to lead to. If you're sure you're all right, and wouldn't mind indulging me, I'd like to have a look around.
Absolutely, sir.
Good. Let's see if we can find a path, however faded it may be. Mind your step.
Where do you suppose your wife got the port key that brought us here?
A good question. Miriam spent years searching for evidence of a long-forgotten form of ancient magic.
Ancient magic?
Yes, a powerful magic wielded by a rare few that seems to have been lost to time. Hogwarts Castle was built by, and is itself a stronghold of that ancient magic. I don't know where she came into possession of the port key, but I am certain it was to do with that search. Ah, there's the path down below. This way.
But sir, why was your wife searching for evidence of lost magic?
Miriam wanted to understand why such powerful magic disappeared from the wizarding world. Spoke of the good it could do. But magic is no different than any power. really matters is the one who wields it.
Is that ice?
It's not cold enough here. It appears to be a sort of enchantment. Someone wanted to block this path. Let's see some of that wand work you were practicing. Focus on the center. Excellent!
नाम चेंज होता है तो नाम चेंज कर देता हूँ वापस, इंदर बॉर्डर रखता हूँ तो ये मेरे को ना ऐसा तुझे ऐसा तो बीच में ब्लर ब्लर दिख रहा है कल्पेश? कि मुझे ऐसा लग रहा है बीच में थोड़ा बहुत तो ब्लर है। ये मोशन ब्लरनेस की वजह से कुछ होगा है क्या पता नहीं, मैं देखना पड़ेगा। क्वालिटी अल्ट्रा रख के भी ये बेंचमार्क क्या है करना होगा। वीसिंक ऑन रहने दो, बंद कर दो। वीसिंक का ऑप्शन देखना, वीसिंक का
That was a bit rougher than I'd expected.
वीसिंक force the graphic card to open the no higher than the authentication or to basic off करके देखता हूँ।
Your wand work's improving with every cast.
Thank you, sir.
वीसिंग की बात कर रहा है ना, वीसिंग ऑफ किया मैंने अभी।
We're close now. It's just ahead. Steady yourself. Reparo! almost there.
Why would someone have built this here?
I suspect they valued their privacy. That portkey led us here for a reason. Let's have a look around for anything that seems out of place.
Professor, this statue...
This may have been his home.
That enchanted crystallized stone again. But what could it be blocking? What's this? Professor Fig!
How odd. Why would someone have conjured that enchanted stone here?
And how is there a room behind it?
What room? I don't see anything.
There's that glow again, like the glow on the portkey container.
What in Merlin's name? Godric's heart.
Where are we?
I don't believe it.
Hello?
कल्पेश तू एक भी हैरी पॉटर देखा भी है क्या अभी तक? सब एपिसोड देखा है मूवीज?
Just a moment. Ooh. Where are we here?
तो खेलना है ये भी.
Welcome to Gringotts Wizarding Bank.
इसका जो स्टोरी है ना वो हैरी
Vault
पॉटर
number
के ना
12,
मतलब
I
100-200 साल
presume.
पुरानी है, मतलब 80s
Precisely.
की है, वो समय की स्टोरी है.
The key.
तो तूने अगर सब
What's
देखा है ना तो तेरे को समझेगा भी.
Oh, yes,
और मजा
of
भी
course.
आएगा. टाइम निकाल के खेल थोड़ा.
This way then.
Stay close.
After you. Keep your hands inside the cards if you don't wish to lose them.
How many vaults are there in Gringotts?
Hundreds. In fact,
You'll see quite a few on our way to vault number 12. As we speak, we're just beneath the main lobby. The vaults you see now are the newest.
Are private entrances to the bank common at Gringotts?
They are most uncommon. Only one with great wealth or power, or both, could have arranged for such a service. You'll want to take a breath.
A what? That waterfall washes away all enchantments. It's a security measure.
Experienced the thief's downfall before, have you?
Heard of it?
These are the lower vaults that we're passing now.
How deep are we going?
Vault number 12 was commissioned shortly after Gringotts was founded over 4 centuries ago. It resides in the deepest part of the bank. Settle in. We've quite a distance to go.
Vault number?
Vault 12. Momentous day.
On your way.
Professor, the armband that guard was wearing was glowing.
Like the glow you saw in the portkey container?
No, darker. I saw that same glow on the dragon's collar.
Yeah, what was that?
We were just wondering about that goblin back there.
He watches over the oldest section of the bank. Rare anyone goes there anymore. Here we are.
When was the last time this vault was accessed?
A goblin has been stationed at my desk for hundreds of years. In that time, no one has visited Vault 12 until today. Vault 12.
Thank you for your help.
What do you suppose we should be looking for?
I'm not sure. Sir, I wonder if you
The
might...
instructions for Vault 12 indicate that I am to grant access to the holder of the key and then close the door.
Wait!
Best of luck.
Professor?
That was certainly unexpected. Let me think. There must be something here. Revelio, perhaps?
Revelio?
Yes, a revealing charm. No time like the present. Let's see what we're missing, shall we? Ready your wand and focus.
Revelio. There! I saw something.
Move a bit closer and try again.
A door.
Well, that's a start. There's that symbol again. I don't suppose you see a way to...
I do, Professor. That symbol has the same glow as the one I saw on the portkey container.
If what you can see reveals the way forward, then I dare say we are about to discover the
Revelio.
secret of this vault. Lead the way. Lumos! This is no ordinary vault. I suspect we will need to earn our way out of here.
What do you mean, earn our way out? Do you think this is some sort of test?
I do. But to what end, I can't say. Stay close. There will be no disapparating if things go poorly. Not out of Gringotts.
I see something up ahead.
What is it?
That glow again, but on the floor.
What happened?
When I moved towards the glow, it suddenly seemed as if the ground was swirling about.
Are you all right?
Yes, sir, I'm fine.
You seem to have caused the floor to change.
That statue.
What statue?
I see some sort of statue, but only as a reflection in the floor. Revelio.
I presume this is what you saw reflected in the floor.
It is. The reflection's still there, but the statue's positions don't match. Wait. When you moved, the reflection turned in the direction of the light.
Perhaps you should cast Lumos.
Lumos.
Well done.
Now the reflection is turning towards me. It does follow the light.
Look out!
Protego!
Accio! Dissecto! Levioso! Deposo! Exposo! Levioso! Deposo!
Protego!
Confringo! Dissecto! Confringo! Deposo! Exposo! Protego! Levioso!
Lumos! Protego!
Stay close!
Lumos! Professor! Professor Fig! Professor, where are you? This isn't good. Where am I supposed to go? What's happening? The wisps of magic seem to be leading me somewhere. Ah, that's where they're leading me. That glow again. Protego! Lumos. Revelio. I suppose I'm on my own this time. Lumos. It seems I have no choice. I'm going to have to fight my way out of here. Protego! Stupid one!
you, bhai.
There you are. How did you... What is this place?
I don't know. But I found this floating above that basin.
That is no mere basin. That is a pensive for viewing memories. I wonder... Follow my lead.
All is in place.
The portkey is well hidden.
Perhaps too well. I wonder if the path we've created...
May be impossible to follow. It will only be impossible for one who cannot see traces of ancient magic as I can.
Your ability to see what others cannot will not be enough, Percival. We are entrusting the one who embarks on this path with powerful secrets, with knowledge others will do anything to obtain.
Yes, and if we are correct, Charles, the witch or wizard who completes the trials will have proven themselves worthy of that knowledge, and the responsibility that accompanies it.
We've done all that we can.
That's what you're seeing. The glow that surrounded them.
Yes, sir.
Astonishing.
Can I see magic?
Traces of an ancient magic, to be precise. The magic that Miriam had always believed existed, but could never. Miriam, and perhaps George, died in pursuit of knowledge that has been dormant for centuries. And you, it seems, are the key to understanding why. We were...
It all looks rather different than it did a moment ago.
Someone's coming.
Who were they?
I don't know. But, sir, you shouldn't be in here.
I was right.
Ranrock.
Seems my reputation precedes me. I was beginning to think no one was ever going to visit Rackham's vault.
And why are you here?
No need for that. Just give me whatever it is you found here and we can let bygones be bygones.
Sir, they have the key to the vault.
Choose your next words wisely.
I only meant that the instructions to Vault 12 were quite clear. Sir, I must insist. I was to grant access only to one with the key, and you didn't have...
I have no patience for traitors. Now, where were we?
I'm not giving you anything.
Well, perhaps your young friend here will be more helpful.
Are you all right?
Fine, sir.
I've never seen so powerful a goblin. He seemed wholly unaffected by my magic.
Where are we?
It can't be. It seems those who set up the pensive, the locket, and the path to both wanted someone with your ability to end up here. Come. We have a sorting ceremony to get to. Oh, good. We haven't missed the sorting ceremony. I'm no expert, but that seems more appropriate. Now, I need to study this locket as soon as I can, but first I must contact the Ministry. They need to know what happened to George and be warned of Ranrock. For the moment, I ask that you keep all that's happened this evening between you and me.
Of course, sir.
Thank you. Ready for the sorting ceremony? Phineas, Nigellus, Black. Prepare yourself to meet the headmaster.
Fig, nice of you to join us. The sorting ceremony's over.
There were complications.
Complications?
It seems the goblin problem has...
Enough! Goblins. I've no time for rumors, Fig, and I'm rapidly losing whatever patience I had left. If you're lucky, we might still be able to get you sorted this evening.
I'll be in touch.
Professor Weasley, we've one more to be sorted.
देखते हैं अभी भाई की कौन सी
Welcome.
गेम हाउस में
You're
जाते हैं।
just in time. Have a seat.
बेसमेंट में आना चाहिए बस और कुछ नहीं चाहिए।
Ah, yes. A bit older than the others, aren't you? You come here with preferences and preconceptions. Certain expectations.
I'm looking forward to exploring Hogwarts and the world beyond the castle and grounds.
Indeed. Much can be gleaned by having an adventurous spirit, but your professors have a great deal to teach you as well. I wonder... I detect something in you. A certain sense of What is it?
A sense of adventure? I like to think that I'm not afraid of anything.
Oh, but you're brave at heart, exceptionally daring, undaunted by the unknown, willing to forge ahead alone when you must. Perhaps you belong in Gryffindor. Better be Gryffindor!
एक रहा है भाई always
Oh, and one more thing. Due to the unfortunate injury on the pitch in last spring's final, this year's Quidditch season has been cancelled. Enough! It's not as though I've banned flying altogether, but don't tempt me. You are here to focus on your academic futures. I'm sure you will have plenty to do before classes begin tomorrow. I said, I'm sure you all have plenty to do before classes begin tomorrow.
अबे साले
Quite
सत सारे का 500 रुपए चाहिए तुझे
It's lovely to meet you.
तू दे मुझे 500
Professor
रुपए
Weasley, would you be so kind as to show our new student to their common room?
I shall see to it, sir. As I was saying, I'm Professor Weasley. Pleased to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well, Professor.
As Deputy Headmistress, it is my distinct honor to show you to your common room. Right this way. It's most uncommon for a student to begin as a fifth year. This should be quite an adventure.
I'm looking forward to it.
I remember the first time I entered the Gryffindor common room after being sorted.
You were a Gryffindor?
I am a Gryffindor. Never could remember the password when I was a girl, however.
Password?
Password? The password is Grata Domum.
Grata Domum.
You may enter. Well done. Now, go on in and get some sleep. You have a big day ahead of you tomorrow. I shall be back in the morning to collect you for your first class.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
You're welcome. I hope you enjoy your first night at Hogwarts. Sleep well.
Looks like everyone's gone. Better head to the common room.
ये शॉर्ट वाला क्या लाइफ है भाई? क्या शॉर्ट लाइफ? शॉर्ट वाले की बात कर रहा है? शॉर्ट वाले लाइफ पे ज्यादा व्यूज है। शॉर्ट्स की बात कर रहा है ना? बट शॉर्ट्स डालेगा कौन गेम का?
Revelio.
उल्टा शॉर्ट्स डालने में बहुत मगजमारी होता है मालूम है। तू स्ट्रीम करेगा ठीक है, अभी मैं गेम खेलूंगा, मैं गेम को रिकॉर्ड भी करूंगा, फिर उसमें से थोड़ा थोड़ा शॉर्ट्स डालूंगा, और ऐसे भी 2023 का गेम है ये, किसको मजा आने वाला है इसका इतना शॉर्ट्स देखने में, कितने शॉर्ट्स आगे रहेंगे, इसलिए लाइव स्ट्रीम करो बस। अगर कुछ इंटरेस्टिंग है तो बाद में हम एडिट करके डालेंगे स्ट्रीम का ही, और क्या। वैसे तो शॉर्ट गेम पे डालता जाएगा तो फिर कुछ नहीं फर्क पड़ने वाला है, क्योंकि मेरे से बस पीसी का स्टोरेज बढ़ता जाएगा और कुछ नहीं होने वाला है, क्योंकि ये हाई क्वालिटी में रिकॉर्ड होते हैं ना तो बहुत जीबी लेता है। लाइव चलता है शॉर्ट पे। अभी तू क्या बोल रहा है मुझे कोई आइडिया नहीं उस चीज़ का, बाद में बात करते हैं अपन।
I hope a professor catches her this time.
Anything for a thrill. A little room, everyone. Wait, that's not right. I really thought I had it. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. It's not a complicated spell. I should be able to do it non-verbally. Why is this not working? Ugh! Oh, hello there. Splendidly. Is it true that you're Professor?
No, I merely studied with him briefly before we arrived.
Blast! I was hoping he might have given you some advice on non-verbal casting.
Is that what you were trying to do just there?
Oh, yes. Having a spot of trouble. I've mastered the charm using its incantation, but this is proving a bit trickier.
A little more practice ought to do it.
I practiced all summer. I can cast spells more complicated than this one without speaking. What's so difficult about this one? I'm just going to keep at it.
Is it really that difficult to cast non-verbally?
Oh, yes. And if you don't get it just once, I tried to cast Depulso.
Do most
Not at all. Hogwarts doesn't... I'm simply...
Well, good luck with it. It was nice to meet you, Cressida.
You as well. Enjoy your first day.
That girl
She
thinks
gets
she can get away with anything.
Why is everyone so highly strung? It's perfectly safe. Well, hello. Don't mind me. I find it helpful to change my point of view now. Once I made it to the top of Gryffindor Tower. From the...
Goodness. It's true, and I was almost killed. Professor Fig and I were lucky to escape with our lives.
How awful for you. And of course, that poor man from the ministry. But still, you got to see a dragon. Anyway, you've certainly brought some much-needed excitement to Gryffindor. And Hogwarts, for that matter.
I'm sure I'll be seeing you around, either in our common room or when you scale.
You never know.
You'll like it, trust me. Sure you don't want to try it? Brewed it myself. Hello, you're the new 5th year. Pleased to meet. Heard about your travels here. Can't believe it. Glad you... Is it true that someone from the ministry was with you in the carriage?
Oh, yes. A friend of Professor Fig's.
Oh.
Thank you, Gareth. So am I.
I am. She's my aunt.
Does having your aunt here make things difficult?
More than you'd think. Most people assume I can't get into trouble or be given detention. But they're wrong. Aunt Matilda tends to treat me as if I'm a first year. Keeps too close an eye on me. It's all a bit suffocating, to be honest. Still, she means well. And she's an incredibly powerful witch. She'll have your back.
Well, it was nice meeting you, Gareth, and thank you for the insights on your aunt.
Pleasure to meet you as well. Good luck today.
New Gryffindor. Professor Weasley's waiting for you outside the common room.
If anyone needs help with an essay or something,
Good morning. I trust you're ready for your first day at Hogwarts?
I've been dreaming of this day for a long time. Can't believe I'm here.
Well, you are here. Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a fifth year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind. Especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
OWLs? Owls?
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams. They will determine what type of career you can have when you leave here. After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success. Here you are.
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a fifth year. You would be wise to take full advantage of this exceptionally valuable resource.
Thank you, Professor, but...
Perhaps seeing it in action. Walk with me and we shall put it to the... This way. The guide will give you opportunities to practice your magic and educate yourself about wizarding lore. I certainly would have appreciated something like the field guide when I was a student. Using the guide will also train you to be alert to your surroundings. Do keep up! Ah! The guide appears to have some information for you about that painting of poor Barufio.
Revelio.
Simply cast Revelio on it, and we'll see what the guide says. Clever, isn't it? Eyes open for more opportunities like that, inside and outside of the castle.
Revelio.
No time to waste. You've classes to attend. Ah, good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use flue flames to get around a bit quicker. Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall. And here we are. Quite the time saver. These stairs lead directly to Central Hall.
I can never get in.
You can get almost anywhere in the castle quickly from Central Hall. Always something happening here. It's the heart of the hive. Our King's Cross station, so to speak. That should be all for now. And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade.
You mentioned Hogsmeade.
Hogsmeade is the only always... You should be able to find all of the schools. You will also, I imagine, enjoy many a butt.
Can you tell me more about the defense against...
Defense against a mastery? Fortunately.
What will I learn?
Exactly what you might expect. I think you will enjoy Professor Ronan. He's...
Thank you, Professor.
A lot to absorb on your first day. And happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor...
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
I'm sorry, Professor, but I'm afraid that's all there is to it.
Almost precisely what... Professor Fig.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the...
I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there.
Well, I'm just perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to...
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Might I rely on...
Of course.
Good luck today. And remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you. And invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross. Did I hear you masterfully evade Professor Weasley?
I did my best, but I'm fairly certain she suspects that we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well-trained. Happily, you have the benefit... Speaking of, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we include? Unfold it and have a... The map is enchanted to help you find your way. Now, sounds like you'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. I shall reach out. For now, focus on your classes and...
I'm truly sorry. I didn't mean...
Professor Ronan tends to go on a bit.
sometimes have to remind them to finish the lesson.
Here, behind you. There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin? Welcome to year 5.
Accio.
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the bit... I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree, hmm? So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right? So why don't we have our newest student start us off? Hmm? Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres and relinquish your charm at the last possible. Very good. Stay focused. Splendid! Happens to the best of us. That's it! Very good. Points to Gryffindor. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to come on up? You'll be the blues, just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Be shy.
Accio.
Excellent.
Here we go. Phew.
Well done. Watch this. There we go.
Accio.
Very good. Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
Let us see this. That is how it's done.
Accio.
done. Be sharp.
Accio.
Don't lose your composure. Very good, both of you. Well done. Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Well done back there. You took the loss in stride. Took me weeks to become Took weeks for me to get anything right.
That's good to hear. It's a lot.
To put it lightly, I transferred it.
Is Wagadu much
And then it just met it.
This may seem an odd quest.
Mostly, yes.
You can cast spells without a wand.
Oh, yes. I find wandless magic to be much more instinctive. Not to mention quite... I must admit, however, that I am growing quite fond of using a wand.
It's nice to learn about enough.
Thank you for asking. I think... Until next...
Of course.
A word, if you would.
You wanted to speak.
I did. I trust your first charm.
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't
What charm is there in the expect? Miss Onai is a talented...
Of course, Professor. It was a challenging match.
Expect to...
Hello there. You're the
Revelio.
new student, aren't you? Ah!
Is it possible to become an aura and not expel it? I think so, wouldn't you? It's all about demeanor, really, isn't it?
And then the werewolves joined the goblins in the uprising.
Werewolves, where were you? In the Goblin Rebellion of 1752?
And by the end of it, the Minister for Magic was Albert Boot.
No, it wasn't.
Oh, what fun! I won't say my goodbyes. I shall cheer for the boy who says you're telling lies.
I'm not telling lies, Peeves.
Accio.
Albert Boot.
No, it wasn't. It was Basil Flack.
Oh, fight, fight! It's a bold attack. Was the Minister a boot or the Minister a flack?
Stop it, Peeves. You're just in trouble.
In trouble you will be, but you can't get peace. She says it's a boot, and he says it's a flack.
Peeves.
Is that all you've got?
Levioso!
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces in your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Levioso.
Now, let's try something a little larger. Let us begin with the basic cast. See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember, a surprised opponent. Levioso. Good. Now, well done.
Levioso.
Very good. But the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
Good form.
I know.
Lucky.
Nothing lucky about it. Levioso.
A perfectly executed Levioso.
This can't be your first duel.
Let's just say I'm a quick learner.
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Gryffindor.
Thank you, Professor Hecat. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it. A classroom...
Understood, Professor.
So, again. All right. That's enough spectacle for one.
Nice work.
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice? It felt more like I didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
I've dueled enough. Consider yourself lucky I held back.
Huh, fair enough. You owe me an honest duel when you aren't. You know, you might be a perfect fit for us.
Exclusive and unsanctioned. Count me in.
Excellent. Knew I was right about you. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club, or sneaking in, you just...
Thank you, Sebastian.
Perhaps somewhere... Look for Luke and... Till next time.
Revelio.
If you know the right spells, it's dark wizards that'll fear you, not the other way around.
Oh.
You drilled Sebastian. He's strong competition. Well done. I'd hate to be...
Always thought Levioso was for first years. Not anymore.
Revelio.
What about the room, Professor?
I was thinking the same thing, Deke. Perhaps you could help.
Oh, excuse, Deke.
Ah, there you are. I trust your first classes went well?
They did, Professor.
I heard as much from Professors Hecat and Ronan. Seems Professor Fig taught you quite a bit before you arrived. I'd wager there's a good deal more to your travels here than what you've told me. Isn't there?
Nothing more, Professor.
I see. Like trying to get a sonnet from a streeler. Regardless, you must continue to build upon what you've learned. In that regard, I've asked your professors to help hasten your progress with some extra assignments.
Professor Ronan did mention something about that.
In fact, Professor Ronan will meet you outside momentarily to assign your first one. Now, regarding the trip to Hogsmeade I mentioned earlier, we've arranged to replace the supplies lost on your way here, including seeds, potion recipes, and spellcrafts.
Thank you, Professor.
And Mr. Ollivander will connect you with the perfect wand. You've managed your classes well with a borrowed wand, but you'll find the magic you cast with your own wand to be far superior.
I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade.
Very well. I'd like you to make your first visit to the village with a classmate. Help you get your bearings. Perhaps Sebastian Sallow or Natsai Onai. I've noticed you spending time with them.
I'd like to go with Natty.
Excellent choice. Miss Onai is one of our most talented students. And she knows the area. She'll keep you well clear of any of Victor Rookwood's undesirables en route.
Rookwood?
A rather unsavory local. Best to avoid him and his associates, including his right hand of sorts, Theophilus Harlow, if you can. Once you've finished Professor Ronan's assignment, your friend will meet you at the castle doors. No time to waste. The sooner you complete your work, the sooner you can enjoy a butterbeer at the Three Broomsticks.
प्रोफेसर रूम में लेट्स गो। पता नहीं भाई खुद का वॉन्ड कब मिलेगा अपने को।
Slytherin's almost all.
Ah, there you are.
You have a new spell to teach me, Professor.
Indeed I do, and an exceedingly useful one at that. The Mending Charm fixes things right up, makes a broken object good as new in the blink of an eye.
It seems as if that might come in handy.
More frequently, as Professor, a number of... I have arranged some for today. See them through and then report back to me. We will have you casting...
I'll complete the task.
I'll start on the task.
Revelio.
Foundation right to the of life where the whole world around the whole server and lesson place for students together. Despite rumor to the complete possible starting bus. God, this is
This is the right area. Got it.
The flying page.
A flying page must be around here somewhere. Brilliant.
Page का अचार डालेगा भाई।
I trust the preliminary task.
I completed the assignments, Professor.
Marvelous. You clearly know your way around basic charms. Let us give the old Mending Charm a try then, shall we? Remember to be deliberate in your enunciation and movements. I want to see some vigor. Now.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Remember, your wand is a conduit of your magic.
Yeah, भाई. Reparo. अभी जाके यहाँ पे यूज़ करना पड़ेगा।
That's it. Very good. If you would like to practice mending something, have a go with that broken statue in the alcove by the wall. It allegedly symbolized heartbreak. Perhaps a jilted lover thought it too accurate and lashed out.
असाइनमेंट हो गया। Ancient magic throw, ancient magic. ये किधर मिल रहा है भाई ancient magic? Meet Natty near the entrance of Hogwarts.
Accio.
Ah, wait.
There's something in there. I just...
Hello. I don't believe we've met.
Oh, hello. I'm Lenora. Pardon me if I seem a little distracted. Everyone thinks I'm utterly balmy. If I know Hogwarts, and I do...
If I have the time,
I've been...
Revelio.
Do come and find me if you stumble on something illuminating that solves the mystery.
That spot must be a clue. I should look around in case it's nearby. This looks like the location from the painting. What could be so special about it? Let's get you back to your frame, little moth. There was a connection. I should tell Lenora that I solved the puzzle of that empty frame. Lenora, I solved the mystery of that painting.
You did? How?
I found the location depicted in the painting, and then I cast Lumos to guide a moth back to the frame.
All very logical, I suppose. Pity I was so close to solving it. You have a knack for solving riddles. Natty's good at that too. So is Amit, although he does tend to over-explain. Well, I'm glad someone figured it out. The moth! I should have seen that.
नंबर भी डम लड़ी गया भाई। इतने साल से अगर मर रही है तो इसको एक चीज नहीं पता कुछ कि फोटो फ्रेम कैसे सॉल्व करते हैं। सब काम मैं ही करूँगा आके। यहाँ से कहाँ जाऊँ? अच्छा ये मिला मैं देखा ही नहीं।
Revelio.
How are there so many lectures in Hogwarts?
Last time I saw you, Dragonfly was with the vegetable patch in the greenhouse.
I really
Revelio.
have made a mess of things.
Something so peaceful about
बॉक्स प्लीज पेज नहीं बॉक्स तो है ये कहाँ है? Daring cloak.
Revelio.
Right.
If you lean forward on your broom just right, you can get an incredible...
Madame Poupard was certainly strict. I thought flying was supposed to be fun.
I asked Amit to come.
Revelio.
Configuration, but he refused.
My brother's treatment.
I can appreciate Hogsmeade all year round.
Revelio.
Hello, looking for me?
Yes, I'll going back.
She's always fur like silk.
Revelio.
Showing off is a
Natty, I hope I haven't kept you waiting long.
Not at all. Professor Weasley tells me that you need to go to Hogsmeade. You must be eager to have your own things again.
I've been...
Good. was glad Professor Weasley asked me to accompany you.
Really?
Yes, I had planned to extend an invitation to you myself. I thought you might enjoy a butterbeer in the village.
Butterbeer.
The timing of Professor Weasley's owl was perfect.
डायनासोर लग रहा है भी। पर ये ब्राइटनेस का ऑप्शन नहीं आ रहा है मुझे भाई। ब्राइटनेस का ऑप्शन क्यों नहीं आ रहा है? मुझे ब्राइटनेस चेंज करनी है। कहाँ है ब्राइटनेस? Control the amount of sharpener applied to a visual, which will affect the downscale by choosing a rendering solution. Formulation. Generate additional frame for each render frame enemy frame. Let us see something which will depend on GPU. Adjust the depth of field in your game camera. इसके नीचे वाला ऑप्शन, किसके नीचे वाला ऑप्शन देखो? Film game intimates image game like photograph and documentary. Real camera. Oh, तो ग्राफिक ऑप्शन है अल्ट्रा 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 कुछ नहीं है इसमें। टेकल पेज पहले सेव एंड एग्जिट है। डिस्प्ले ऑप्शन में ब्राइटनेस का ऑप्शन नहीं आ रहा है। ग्राफिक ऑप्शन है, ऑडियो ऑप्शन है, गेम प्ले ऑप्शन है, कंट्रोल ऑप्शन है, पीसी कंट्रोल ऑप्शन है, एक्सेसिबिलिटी ऑप्शन है। मैन्यू रीडर नहीं चाहिए अपने को। कैमरा शेक नहीं है, कलर ब्लाइंड तो मैं हो ही नहीं। स्पेल का स्पेल का स्विच स्टिक्स एमिंग, swap the function on left to right alongside stick and gameplay while aiming. Camera dead zone, increase and decrease the dead zone for the camera shake gameplay part. Stream को सोलह मैनुअल पीसी पर पता स्ट्रीम पेज है दिख रहा है मैनुअल पीसी का बराबर। अरे वो पीसी का नहीं, मतलब देख मुझे ये सब कलर एकदम बराबर दिख रहा है, पर जब इन गेम जब सूरज का रोशनी पड़ता है ना तो क्लाउड्स एकदम ब्राइट लाइट दिख रहा है, बाकी सब नीचे का ऊपर दिख रहा है, पर व्यू देखने जाएगा ना इतना क्लियरिटी नहीं दिख रहा है। वो अभी मुझे ना किसी का मतलब यूट्यूब सेटिंग वीडियो देखना पड़ेगा वीडियो का कि कैसा सेटिंग में हमको अच्छा दिखेगा। हाई कॉन्ट्रास्ट है, हाई जस्ट कॉन्ट्रास्ट गेम हाईलाइट गेम प्ले रिमूव चेक्स एंड ऑब्जर्व डिफरेंट कलर इंक्रीज विजिबिलिटी। ब्लू प्लेयर एंड कंपनी के रेड एनिमीज, ग्रीन फ्रेंडली कैरेक्टर, येलो एंड व्हाइट। ये ऑन हो गया, ये ऑन रखता हूँ। ब्लू प्लेयर एंड कंपेनियन कैरेक्टर्स, रेड एनिमीज, ग्रीन फ्रेंडली कैरेक्टर, येलो एंड व्हाइट। Spot or spider enemy with less gameplay difficulty. ग्राफिक में क्या चेंज करेगा? ग्राफिक में कुछ चेंज करने लायक है ही नहीं। ये देख सिर्फ अल्ट्रा है, अल्ट्रा में अच्छा दिख रहा है, बाकी में लो तो करने से रहा। अल्ट्रा है सब अल्ट्रा है। ये क्या हो गया? अच्छा ऐसा दिखता है। ओफा ये नहीं करना है मुझे। गलत कर दिया। ऑफ ही ठीक है ये। देख
How in the world did people like
तो प्रॉब्लम है साला यार बाद में देखना पड़ेगा
I cannot tell you how nice it is to breathe fresh air after being cooped up in ancient ruins. Grave mistake to take it as an elective class, believe me.
I believe you.
Though I suppose you would not really call it elective when your mother was the one who elected that you take it. Hogsmeade is beautiful this time of year. Everyone will tell you to visit at Christmas. But that's one of the few times of year I would rather be indoors.
Not much for the cold, are you?
Oh, I do not mind the cold so much, but it has taken some getting used to. I did not grow up around snow. Oh, wait, over here. I often spot lacewing flies in this area.
Oh? What's so special about them?
They are interesting to look at, but if you stew them, you can also use them in potion making.
Revelio.
Look, from the Forbidden Forest. Hippogriffs. I wonder if something startled them. I heard rumors that hippogriffs had been spotted nearby.
Do you think Poppy's already seen the hippogriffs?
Absolutely.
That's the Forbidden Forest on the left. It's off limits to students, as the name implies.
Why is it off limits?
The professors claim it is too dangerous. I think that calling it forbidden only makes it more alluring. Ah, there's Hogsmeade over the crest. Past that ruin.
Ow. मुझे ऐसा लग रहा है ना कि इसने जो कपड़े पहने थोड़ा और काला होना चाहिए था और व्यू के हिसाब से ये थोड़ा और डार्क होना चाहिए था क्योंकि इसमें थोड़ा वाइटनेस लग रहा है
I would spend all of my time exploring if I could.
I confess I was surprised when Professor Weasley mentioned that you knew the area, since you're relatively new here.
She said that?
Revelio.
She knows more about me than I had thought. I will say, while I certainly learn a great deal in class, much can be gleaned outside of the castle walls.
Revelio. Accio. Levioso. Levioso. Accio. Revelio.
भैया फिर लूट के आता हूँ कट निकलने का ऑफिस तेरा
Revelio.
कुछ नहीं छोड़ूंगा भाई सब लूटूंगा ठीक है मशरूम
How are you settling in? I remember the weeks that followed my arrival feeling quite strange. Everything was so new and unfamiliar.
I'm getting used to things. What about you? Do you finally feel settled?
Audio increase.
I still miss my homeland. But it is beautiful here too. And getting out of the castle and exploring helped me to adjust quite a bit. Hogwarts has become something of a home now, I would say. Hopefully it will for you too.
यार अभी आवाज बराबर आते तो बता मत ठीक है थोड़ा सा बढ़ाया मैंने सिर्फ
Revelio.
Do you think it's painful seeing that heart
Mr. Moon! He is the Hogwarts caretaker. Looks a bit worse for wear. Hello, Mr. Moon. Have you met our new fifth year?
Pleasure. You might want to turn back, Miss Onai. Turn and run.
Is everything all right, sir?
Oh, it looked right at me. Eyes big as saucers.
What did Mr. Moon?
Jemmy, guys. Ugly and airy and terrifying. I shall be at the castle where it's safe. Good luck to both of you.
Poor Mr. Moon. A demi-guise. I think he had too much fun in the village. I will say that I have never seen him in such a state.
And I'm speaking.
Nearly there. There is much to see outside of the castle walls, not just Hogsmeade. I am happy to explore whenever you'd like. Rumors being what they are about goblins and such, it might be nice to have a friend with you.
I'll keep that in mind, Auntie. Thank you.
इतना आवाज ठीक है तो बता
And here we are. It is hard to know where to start. The Three Broomsticks is the place for butter.
Revelio.
And you can get any sweet you can imagine at Honeydukes. I could not choose a favorite shop here. It changes with every visit. I can tell you that you are certain to find everything you need in Hogsmeade. Professor Weasley said that you need to get potion recipes, spellcrafts, some seeds, and...
A new wand?
Of course! You will enjoy Mr. Ollivander, and I am keen to see what you will do with a wand of your own. You should be able to collect everything you need and still have time to explore a little as well. Experience Hogsmeade at your own pace. We can meet up in the town circle when you are finished. Enjoy yourself. I will see you soon.
An inquiring mind.
इसके वाइटनेस नहीं जा रहा है
Revelio.
तो दे दे भाई
Pardon me, sir. I'm here for the spellcrafts Professor Weasley ordered.
Matilda, student. I thought I might be seeing you soon. I am the proprietor here, Thomas Brown. I take it you've had a conjuring lesson then?
I'm afraid I haven't yet, sir.
Ah, but you will soon enough. It is magic at its purest, creating something out of nothing. Of course, it is not without complexity, but that is where my spellcrafts come in. Stay the course, and you could soon impress even Professor Weasley.
That's certainly something to aspire to, Mr. Brown. I look forward to that day.
And I, too, seeing it. Spellcrafts are incredibly useful for conjuring unique items like custom pieces of furniture or decoration. But I shall let Professor Weasley do the teaching. For now, let's get the spellcrafts you need. A potting table and a potion station, yes?
I believe so, sir.
Good. Nothing like being able to grow your own ingredients and brew what you want when you want. Let's have a look. If you're interested, feel free to take a look around at the rest of my inventory.
Revelio.
Work hard and don't be afraid.
Revelio. Accio. Lumos. Revelio. Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Lumos. Revelio. Lumos. Reparo. Lumos. Revelio. Lumos. Levioso. Accio. Revelio.
Just because you know Lumos doesn't mean you can't get my lot.
Revelio. Revelio.
My father I wandered the ready.
Revelio. Accio. Revelio.
Well, hello there.
Pardon me, sir. I'm here for the seeds Professor Weasley arranged for me to collect.
Oh, the dittany for the new 5th year. I take it that's you then. Merlin's beard. Starting Hogwarts as a 5th year.
Not at all. I'm...
Well, bravo. Not everyone has the... Name's Timothy Teasdale, by the way. I keep the cart out here because I like a... In addition to C. But what's it? Do have a look around. Plenty of ingredients to pique your interest, I'd wager.
Revelio.
ब्लिंक दिखा क्या तुझे? एक बस तेरे 2 बार ब्लिंक दिखा, ब्लिंक हुआ ऐसा.
Not saying I don't cast the odd cleaning spell.
met a girl once. Looked like an imperious. Pretty though.
Neat. Levioso is stupid.
Marilyn. Can't imagine how I'd have felt as a boy if my headmaster kept me at Quidditch. Merlin. Blooming beard. Not again.
Revelio.
I'll be right with... Ah, it's you. Just a moment, please.
Hello, sir. I'm looking for...
For a new wand, yes. It's about time.
Yes, about time?
Well, you're our new fifth-year student, are you not? Oh, what am I saying? Of course you are. Gerbold Ollivander's the name. But of course, you'll have heard of the Ollivanders, I'm sure. Finest wand makers in the world. It's a pleasure to meet you, truly. Now, come with me. Let's find you the perfect wand, shall we? No, not you. Yes. Powerful core. 10.5 inches. You might do. Here, give this one a try. Well, go ahead, swish. How odd. Once more, come on, really swish it. Oh dear. Well, this isn't a good match at all, is it? We'll find you something, not to worry. No, not you. Perhaps... Yes. A rare wood, 13 3/4 inches, dragon heartstring. Let's give this one a try. Oh, goodness. Looks like it's back to the shelf for you. This is proving to be trickier than I had anticipated. How perplexing. Where are you? Perhaps you? There you are. Yes, I think you might be the one. Here, take it. How intriguing. Curious indeed. 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 How intriguing. A dragon heartstring wand is most powerful and learns quickly. What do you think? Extraordinary. Another wand, another beginning of a bright and magical future. Now, how did that feel?
Good. Different. I sensed a sort of surge of some kind.
A match. Your connection seemed particularly powerful. The right wand will learn from you, just as you learn from it.
I'm eager to try it out.
I would imagine so. A wand with a dragon heartstring core is capable of dazzling magic. And the bond between you and your wand should... Do not be surprised at your new wand's ability to perceive your intentions.
That sounds wonderful, Mr. Oliphant.
I'll let you get to it. Do come and see me again if ever I can be of further assistance.
Revelio.
Welcome to J. Pippin's Potions.
Pardon me, sir.
Oh, thank goodness. When I heard the bell, I thought you were Miss Lawang. Not that she deigns to come here. Though, I don't believe I've seen your...
It's my first time in Hogsmeade, actually.
Is it really? Well, Parry Pip... You'll have read it on the sign, of course, but Grandfather always made me say, how may I help you today?
Professor Weasley sent me to collect some
You're the student she sent the owl about. I set your things aside immediately. Is it not the most fascinating...
Are potions really that versatile?
They may not be as showy as spellwork, but make no mistake, they are. As it's your first time in, I should mention that it's not just potion recipes I sell. But for now, let's get you those recipes, shall we? A wise decision. Thank you. Feel free to take a look at the rest of my inventory, or come back another time if you're in a rush today.
Well, that's everything. Better go and find Natty.
I hope to see you again. Farewell for now.
Revelio. Accio. Revelio.
One never knows when society will be.
Ah, I have everything.
Draw it away from the building! Away from the village!
Are we weakening him at all?
Keep at it! We have to wear him down! Descendo! What was that?
I was trying to beat him at his own game.
And let him do more of it!
Potato!
Look! He's faltering!
Took him long enough.
We need to make sure he stays that way! Arrest him a little!
goodness! A second troll! Did you two take on a fully grown troll?
I suppose so.
Merlin's beard. Are you all right?
We are, and we were glad to help.
I'd say help is a bit of a... If you are unharmed...
Of course, officer.
Singer. Oh.
Repairer.
I will see what he wants.
One less thing for Officer Singh to worry about.
Revelio. Reparo. Accio.
We were just talking about you.
Hello, sir. I don't believe we've met.
Allow me to introduce myself, Augustus Hill, clothier extraordinaire. I should like to thank you for your remarkable bravery in fighting those trolls, and not to mention your help restoring Hogsmeade to its rightful state.
I was happy to help.
Frankly, you deserve an Order of Merlin. But I can offer you something much more useful. I own Gladrag's wizardware, and among my inventory are some unique items that afford certain protections, as it were. Life-saving protections. And as I suspect this won't be your last dangerous encounter, I'd like to give you one such set of robes, in thanks for what you did today.
Thank you, Mr. Hill. That's very generous of you.
It's the least I can do. Now, let's try this on for size, shall we? I suspect you have a sharp eye for fashion.
What an extraordinary introduction to Hogsmeade. Shall we head to the Three Brew?
Sounds like a good idea.
Wonderful.
I sell even more battle-worthy items. Should you be inclined, you're most welcome to peruse my shop at your leisure. I'd say that looks as if it was made for you. I suspect you have a sharp eye for fashion. Be sure to stop by whenever you're about. I'd say that looks as if it was made for you. I'd say that looks as if it was made for you. I'd say that looks as if it was made for you. I'd say that looks as if it was made for you. I suspect you have a sharp eye for fashion. Stop by whenever you're about.
Assuming it is not too busy, you might even meet Sirona, the owner. She is a charming hostess and a powerful witch. Good one to know.
Revelio.
You said you could get to the child when they came to Hogsmeade. That all you needed was a distraction. I gave you a distraction.
I just watched a student take down your distraction. Who's this child? What are you not telling me?
All you need to know is that if you cannot get to the child, then you have no value to me.
Let's go.
Did they see us?
I don't think so.
What was that goblin doing with Victor Rookwood?
Ranrock is working with Rookwood.
The goblin from the Daily Prophet. I knew I'd seen him somewhere. Quickly, let's get inside the 3 broomsticks.
It's a treat to see you, Lodgok. I shall let you know if I hear anything.
Thank you, Sirona.
You be well. Now, what can I... Oh, there's a face I haven't seen before.
It's my first time here.
Welcome. Butterbeer's on me. Heard about the attack. I shall be looking in on the other shopkeepers and residents shortly. Glad to see you two escaped injury.
Thanks to this one, single-handedly took down a troll.
Is that right? Well done.
Thanks for this.
My pleasure. I will say, trolls in Hogsmeade. That's never happened before. Something's not right. The only brutes we usually have to deal with are... How timely.
Was that Lodgok I saw leaving just now? Your clientele's not what it used to be, Sirona.
Not to worry, Victor. Once the two of you leave, the caliber of my clientele will greatly improve. I wouldn't do that if I were you, Theophilus.
Come now. No need for theatrics. I'm only here for this one anyway.
My friend is enjoying a well-earned butterbeer.
Only want a quick word.
Perhaps you didn't hear me. I said, my friend is busy.
One would think you all had enough bloodshed for one day. Come, Theophilus. The Three Broomsticks isn't what it used to be. Let's take our galleons elsewhere. Can't drink butterbeer forever.
Seems you've made an unfortunate enemy. Watch your back. Rookwood and Harlow are worse than any troll you might encounter.
Trolls, Ranrock, and Rookwood. What are you not telling me?
I promised to tell you everything, but it's perhaps best I do that later.
I think that now might be a good time to head back to the castle.
I sometimes hope they all turn out to be squids, for their sake.
Revelio.
Work hard and don't be afraid to fail. That is the path of a leader. Go hand in hand. And the odd chance.
Revelio.
Only a hairy-hearted sod would cast Nintendo on a cow. Outlander seems to spend more time cleaning up the shop from errant wand tasks than actually selling the things. Not a day goes by I don't do something I didn't learn at Hogwarts.
I am certainly glad Sirona was there.
And that she isn't intimidated by thugs like Rookwood and Harlow.
I want to understand what's going on, and I hope you will tell me. But for the moment, we should return to the castle. Professor Weasley will certainly hear about the troll attack soon if she hasn't already. I don't want her to worry.
Revelio.
Hogsmeade is the only hallway.
I'd like to do the one with
Revelio. Accio. Levioso. Lumos. Reparo. Revelio.
pool where she said I could swim, did you praxia mole? As long as 'twere only one time per week, I can plunge the boy's lavatory, not for the meek. He tried to stop me, did rancorous carp, sought to trap me, confine me inside of a jar. But he failed, as did his containment charms, so I took my revenge to wreak havoc and harm. It was granted my privileges be handsome indeed, or I'd fire up the cannon, and so she agreed.
Lumos. Revelio. Protego. Revelio. Revelio.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented sleep.
Revelio. Professor, I'm glad to see you.
And I you. Thank Merlin you're in one piece. I heard about the attack. Trolls in Hogsmeade?
Sir, the trolls were wearing armor. It had that dark glow like the dragon collar.
Goblin silver! Ranrock, you...
They were there because of me. I overheard Ranrock talking with Victor Rookwood.
Ranrock was in Hogsmeade? With Rookwood?
The trolls were Ranrock's distraction so that Rookwood could get to me. And he would have, had Sirona and the patrons at the Three Broomsticks not intervened.
This is grave news indeed.
They're after the locket.
Yes, yeah. I discovered an inscription when I... It's a map of Hogwarts, to be sure, but I do not know where it leads.
It leads to the library. The restricted section, to be precise. And a bit beyond. I see traces of magic there on the map.
I suspected you would see something.
Shall we go?
I appreciate. If our experience at Gringotts, let alone what happened to Miriam, taught me anything, it's that I'd like you to work with Professor Hecat a bit.
But sir, how dangerous could the library be?
Perhaps we are only after a book. But once you've honed your defensive magic further, come... I'll let Professor Hecat know to expect you.
What are you up to now?
Revelio.
What a lovely treat to have you walk by. Be sure to pass by it.
Glad you could make it. Lucan's just over there.
Leviosa! Revelio.
Can I help you?
Sebastian told me to see you about a club. I'm flattered to hear that.
It's all we're...
Of course. Get me in the...
We'll make you regret signing up.
Leviosa!
Mind the one!
Accio! Lucigo! Leviosa! Accio! You're better than that! Leviosa! Fringo! There goes my way.
What to do? Nice work. They're strong.
Brilliant.
I shall. Now, it takes... Again. Hope to see you back here again.
I feel sorry for your next opponent. Might some kind soul help me?
I'm here about the new...
Good. As such, you are to learn handy for lighting and when...
Sound...
Quite. You may be surprised. When you're finished, come... You know where to find me once you've finished.
Seems crossed wands isn't as secret as it's believed to be.
Glad you're back.
Hello, Lucan. I'm ready. Let's do it.
Brilliant! Are you dueling with a...
I'll be dueling solo.
Then let's get to it.
Ready to get thrashed?
Apologies in advance.
Accio! Potato! Is that all you've got? Leviosa!
Leviosa!
Accio! There goes my wager.
Levioso! Come on!
Accio!
Levioso!
Act like a winner!
Lumos.
Find the one! Levioso!
Potato!
You're better than that!
Some big hits that round. Bravo! You did indeed. The other duelists have already taken notice of you, but after that laugh, you'd better keep practicing if you want a chance at winning. I'll let you know when we're ready. The next round is for all the gobstones, so to speak.
Hello, Lucan. May I use the training dummy?
Of course. Ready to have a try?
That would be wonderful.
Be sure to cast all. If you need to stop.
Accio!
Nicely done.
Leviosa!
Excellent form.
Leviosa!
Accio!
Good one. I'd say that's enough practice. You looked good out there.
Thank you, Lucan.
I say better to discover one's...
Assignment's all finished. Revelio. Lumos.
Levioso!
Lumos. Revelio.
I'd rather go alone. To a dance?
If only a new student were to help me.
Revelio. Accio.
I trust Mr. Brattleby was able to accommodate...
I finished all of the tasks you gave.
Glad to hear it.
Should be.
Yes. I'm sorry. Your spellcasting... I would rather we not end. Let us begin. And remember, focus on the... Concentrate. And keep your wand steady. Good work.
Incendio.
You're getting it. Keep at it. And do try not to incinerate yourself. Setting things ablaze is certainly cathartic, isn't it?
Might some kind soul help me?
Are you all right? Everyone hates you. Why?
Because Hogwarts is full of bullies and spoilsports. Leander Pruitt's one of the worst, that no-talent moon mind. I wanted to make some new friends, and so I brought my collection down to the common room. My gobstone collection, that is. I was hoping someone would want to play. Are you familiar with gobstones? Little balls, like marbles.
Gobstones?
That's what I tried to tell. People can be so cruel. Just because they're sprayed all over with smelly gobstone spit. Imelda is one of the worst losers. And now those poor losers have taken my gobstones and hidden them in very high places all over the...
Rather an over...
I'll say. I don't think I know the necessary spells yet. I need someone, perhaps a selfless and talented fifth year.
Do you have any suggestions on how to get your gobstones?
If I knew that, I'd get them myself. Whoever hid my gobstones that high.
I'll see what I can do.
I'd appreciate the help. I'll be back to playing...
Revelio. I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones. Accio! Well, that's one of Zenobia's gobstones. I hardly see what all the fuss is about.
It must be difficult to live in those environments.
Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Accio. I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones. Revelio. Accio. Revelio. I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones. Revelio. I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones. Accio. Revelio. Levioso. Revelio. Revelio. Incendio. Accio. Incendio. Revelio. I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones. Revelio. Accio.
The rate you're going, you'll need a calming drop.
Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Accio. That's the last of Zenobia's gobstones. I should go and see her. Revelio.
I hope you've had more luck than I did tracking down my gobstones.
Hello, Zenobia. I found all your gobstones.
Really? I didn't think it was possible. However did you do it?
Common sense and basic magic.
Well, may I have my gobstones back?
Of course. They are yours, after all.
Oh, how wonderful. I shall dedicate all of my future victories to you. Speaking of which, now that I have all my gobstones back, I wonder if anyone in the common room would be up for a game.
I'm sure they'd be willing to play after the trouble spent getting them back. It's a fine idea.
Isn't it? Oh, we'll have so much fun together. Very well, off I go.
Revelio.
Why she'd fuss so much? It was only one page in a book.
I never... Look, I'd make a fuss too if I were her.
There are so many old books in the library.
Ah, there you are.
Hello, sir. You'll be pleased to know that I worked on my defensive magic with Professor Heckard.
So I hear. She tells me you've taken rather well to your new wand. You must continue to work with her and your other professors to improve your skills. That said, I don't wish to postpone our visit to the library any longer. So, shall we proceed?
Fig! I have work for you. Come.
That man is exasperating. Unfortunately, our trip...
But, Professor...
We have no choice.
Sebastian mentioned sneaking into the restricted section. Perhaps he'll...